Test, how you doing today? Hello, Jada. Hello, welcome. Glad to have you here. It is always a pleasure having you here. Today we got Love and Deepspace. There's a new lore canon that has dropped on the Love and Deepspace mainline, and we're gonna be watching it today. I got confused. I thought it was a new memory. I don't know why. I react to these trailers because they drop at like 1 a.m. So sometimes I get the details confused when I'm doing the videos. But no, it's the free lore that everybody gets that we're going to be watching today. So yeah, I was told to prepare for a lot of drama, but I also did not get any spoilers. Don't give me any spoilers. I will ban you for a day if you give me spoilers. But yeah, the plan for today is the main canon for Love and Deepspace. I don't have plans yet for this weekend because I wanted to do something with the community. But next weekend we have a plan with Bin and Hello Yinny. We're going to be doing a Hear Me Out cake. And you guys are going to be able to send your Hear Me Out so we can judge them as well as our Hear Me Outs as well. Aside from that, after this, on the 7th of July, we're going to... on the 7th of June, we're going to be doing another Truth or Drink with Ricky and Taiga from Invicta. So yeah, hey Mama Bear, hello Tia, hello Tess, hello Maximum Demon Cross, how you doing as well? Hello Taylor, how's everyone doing? It is always a pleasure having you here, my friends. Welcome. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to leave a like. I've posted a little clip as well from a collab that I've done, kind of a spur of the moment with Mila. Calling some little dudes on TikTok saying that like, oh, 25, you're a hag. And I was like, you're just self-reporting being like 12, you baby. I thought it was kind of funny, so I decided to post as like a little video. I know it's completely out of schedule, but tell me if you like these kinds of like stream highlights. I know the last one that I posted from the Zane stream actually did quite well. So I don't know. I always thought that was kind of like, I don't know. I never really thought about like posting these, but I did see that people liked it. Hey, Crystal goes crazy good. Don't give me spoilers, Crystal. I know you haven't, but be careful. I want to stop. Wait until I'm done, then we can talk about it. Okay, we can discuss the lore later. Hey Nads, how you doing as well? Can catch up on the stream? Hell yeah, dude. Glad to have you here. Oh, my dudette, or whatever pronouns you prefer. Dude, as I always say, dude in my vocabulary is a gender neutral term. I use dude with everybody. I use dude with Tara and Lucy. They're both girls, and I still dude. I don't know why. It's just kind of a little quirk of mine. Hey Testa, how you doing as well? Finally able to catch you live again. It's always a pleasure having you here, my friend. How you doing? Always a pleasure having you here. On the note of notices, as I always do in the beginning of every stream, I give you guys a bunch of notices. Nope, wrong button. This one. This is the preview for the next artwork. I'm showing this. Usually this would be a Patreon exclusive thing because this audio is going to be a little bit delayed. The bisexual audio that we wrote in the script is going to be a little bit delayed because I'm doing this with Dream of Peaches. However, the bisexual audio is going to have to be delayed because she's doing a brain surgery and everybody pray for her to like be well. But apparently it's not anything too life-threatening, but it's a very important surgery. And we're just making, which I very much told her, like, just take your time, recover, and then we can do this together. So either I'll make like more content stuff for the Patreon people, or I will make another audio, just like a simpler, like not safe for work audio, just so we can like have something this month. I have posted my part on the audio, but it's just a work in progress. There's also a new comic that is also a work in progress on the Patreon. That one should be posted around Saturday this week. So this Saturday should be another comic episode on the YouTube and Instagram, Twitter, all the social medias. But I know that a lot of people watch it on YouTube as well. Hey Leipan, hey Maximum, how you doing as well, my friend? Well, yeah, hey Tester. But yeah, pray for her. She's a lovely person. She's very sweet, peachy. And she's going through that surgery, so you know, just kind of just kind of like postponing that a little bit should be fine, but I don't like putting pressure on people, especially when it's like a health kind of situation. You know what I mean? Like that would be crazy of me. But you know, it's just something that I'm informing you guys so you know. So be like, oh, why is the video late? You know, just kind of stuff. So everybody knows it's on the same page. And I'll try to compensate. Hey, Siren, haven't seen you. You're always hanging out on Discord, haven't you, Siren? It's kind of funny because like our Discord server is just a bunch of like, it's just a bunch of like boomers like me, like 20, 25, 30, 35. And everybody's like, oh, why is the Discord server so slow? I'm like, because people are working. My guy, everybody here is like 30, 35, 25. 40, 45. They're always like at work, college, whatever that be. People are busy. You know what I mean? But I always see you, Siren, on the voice chat. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm just 20. You're on the young ones around here. Hey Eddie, how you doing as well? Thank you so much for the sub. How you doing, my friend? Thank you so much for the 5 months anniversary for the sub as well. Speaking of which, tomorrow we're doing the members stream. Usually I do a subs only stream on the what is the word? Usually I do a subs only stream on the Mondays, but since we have the Love and Deepspace drop today, which we are going to be doing, we're playing Love and Deepspace. In fact, it's already here, just waiting. It's just waiting for us here. It's just waiting for us here. But since we're not doing this today, I'm moving it for tomorrow, and we'll do like script writing, working together, you know, that kind of thing. 22, but I turned 23 this October. Hell yeah, we do have the anniversary on the same month. Halloween, that's cool. You know what I mean? But yeah, my audience is like very much like a legion of women, 2 dudes around like 25, 30, 35, and some. Shout out to all the girlies that are 40 and 45. You guys are represented on YouTube, and I'm very proud of us because I'm also old as fuck. I love we have the highest amount of DILFs and MILFs per capita out of all like YouTube, Twitch, whatever that be. You know, we're thriving. That's forget about peaking in high school. We are thriving. You know what I mean? Can we turn in 29? No, I know. I'm also turning 29, you know? Well, yeah, 20-year-old. Let's see. What's rise? Well, yeah, that's kind of the plan for today, though. That is kind of the plan for today as well. Yeah. I've been doing a lot of stuff. As well. Yesterday, Mila like invited me to do like a random stream. She's just like, oh, it seemed kind of cool. You were streaming with my friends, and she invited to Yap. I also get that being like very busy, because for a lot of the times when I just want to hang out with my friends, usually I would just like schedule a collab, because my routine is so busy that it doesn't allow for me to have a lot of breaks. Surprisingly, a lot of the friends that I've met from friends of a friends have been lovely people, lovely company, you know. Anyway, let's get right to it, shall we? Let me put up the chat. I hidden the chat because I was recording a YouTube video. There you go. Pull up this, pull up that. 27 here, still living it up. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Anyway, this is the new Death and Rebirth, the new chapter of the mainline story in Love and Deepspace. Let's check it out. Let's check it out, shall we? Within the span of a single month, the fast-paced fleet's significant return and subsequent secret departures stirs intense public discussion. The rumors that circulated when Skyhaven was under martial law discussed the fleet's armed operations to eliminate a certain anomalous wanderers. While no footage of these events has surfaced, the fleet's tight-lipped responses inevitably sown the seeds of panic among the population. Yeah. After the Chrono Rift catastrophe, the Hunters Association released several reports on the Wanderers' evolution and their mutations. Like humans, the Wanderers continue to grow stronger. Peace remains a distant goal for this world. As people grow increasingly uneasy about the fleet's mysterious operations, a bombshell announcement takes everyone by surprise. Oh? Ever announced the imminent launch of a project called the Fountain of Atay. The 40-something preview quickly becomes a global sensation, the focal point of discussions worldwide. The internet debates the development of the application of a protocol technology. Skyhaven, powered by protocol energy, becomes a target widespread criticism due to the fleet's recent actions. Countless conspiracy theories emerge. Have I done so far in this gaggy and for a treat? Maximus the Ironicus, the older you are, the older kids seem. That's my oldest grown. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's like something that's like very real. Because when you're 16, 17, that like kind of like doesn't feel like you're kids. When you turn 18, 19, that age gap like jumps like crazy. Because your experience as an adult jumps like crazy. And the more you go, like 25... 22, 25, 27, 30, that gap becomes like increasingly larger, like exponentially larger. That's why you even when people are like, oh, I'm 22 and then you're 30, even if the age gap is no, not 30, but 28, you know, like a 6-year gap. I'm not that great with math, but that gap becomes huge by sensation. Hey, Lizzie, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much, Lizzie. Jesus Christ, thank you for your generosity. Yes, if you get sub today, you get a Crunchyroll subscription. There's also YouTube memberships. If you're on YouTube, you can also subscribe there. You get the same benefits on Discord and also the exclusive memberships as well. As well as like I guess YouTube gets a little bit more with the membership posts as well, but it's basically the same thing. Whichever platform you are, you don't have to like, oh, I want to sub, I can go to Twitch or go to YouTube. Both of them serve the exact same benefits and purposes. Hey, White Wolf, I haven't chatted here in a while. Hello, my friend. I am broke, I won't be gifted. Don't worry about it, my friend. If you can do it, listen. A lot of people, especially people that are they're not struggling. I'm not meant to, that's not the word that I'm looking. When you're living paycheck to paycheck, and I've been there, I've lived paycheck to paycheck, especially when I was in the middle of my college years. It would be rough. It would make a difference. Sometimes I would default on my Spotify payment. That was, you know, how tight I was taking that ship. If you want, my content is free. If you pay me, if you support me, you know what I mean? You get extra benefits because I gotta give a little extra for the people that make this possible, right? For me to work full time. But you can watch it regardless. It won't be any less. Your support is still all the same. It's still very much appreciated. You know what I mean? Don't worry about it. If you can donate, if you can sub, it is appreciated. But just leaving a like on the video, coming to my streams, commenting on the videos, that is already like more than enough. Don't worry about that kind of thing, okay? That's the last worry of me. All the money that I need is the money to be able to fund my projects and to be able to pay my bills. I don't need more than that. You know what I mean? I mean, we do fund a lot of very expensive projects with the animation, but when we do that, usually I tell you what we are doing. You know what I mean? My kids have a 7-year gap and it causes a lot of pain because my teen doesn't like to play with their younger siblings anymore. But that's kind of, yeah, but I get where he's coming from. You know what I mean? Like the 7-year gap is already like, in his eyes, it's just like playing with babies. You know what I mean? So it's he's more of a babysitter in that. Like, even though they are siblings, that is only going to change when they're like in their 20s. That's when that age gap is going to be like a lot more distant. But especially in those early years, it's kind of unfair to him to be like, oh, just play with your siblings. You know what I mean? It's kind of more like, oh, just babysit your siblings. You know what I mean? Anyway, sorry, I get distracted. Beneath the floating island, Lincoln's scattered lights weave an intricate web across the land. In the windless night, the dark figures flit by the glass walls. They quickly masked by the red glow of the aircraft warnings lights atop the skyscrapers. The unrest brewing online sweeps quietly into the physical world and ferments under Lincoln's facade of normalcy. Oh, it's kind of giving like Civil War vibes. Waves of controversial topics stoke the growing public outrage. The association becomes the primary target of the rising tide. In response, the association implements a series of countermeasures. This includes the covert relocation of spatium core stored in the association's buildings. It's really hard to comprehend exactly, but his sister has always felt
Look at all the online discussions. It's a circus now.
Oh, Simone.
What is Ever really up to? Did you guys find any leads? Throwing around phrases like groundbreaking achievement and the next step in human evolution.
Oh, those are never good words. we are changing humanity. It's like mega evil corporation is changing humanity. The next step of evolution is always like, oh my god. It's like a red flag in movies, you know what I mean? Where it's like, we're gonna change medical science with this. And it's usually like, oh my god. Does nobody have common sense in mega evil corporation? You know what I mean? It's like same deal with like the corp. What is the corp on like the Spider-Man movies? There's like there's always like some corp that is like mega evil corporation. You know what I mean? In a self-driving protocol vehicles, Simone scrolls through an endless stream of updates for her phone.
Given their extensive research,
Next thing you're filing the aliens? No, mutants. That's mutants.
back up such claims.
As a protoist, I'm all for advancing protocore tech. But ever... with methods as sketchy as theirs, they might drag us down with them.
The Fountain of Ate
That's
has
never a good.
reignited the
That's
purest
never a
passion
good
of
flag, is it?
protocours.
Mass change in humanity. Massive red flag. Evolution does not need nudging. Any nudging of us. Absolutely not. Humans have too much self-confidence on the impact that we have on the like natural state of things. You know what I mean? It's always like this. At their core, the prototists and purists represent two opposing views: support for the development of protocol technology and the opposition to it. The purists believe that although protocols are powerful, they're dangerous. Their many unknowns and overzealous research can lead to catastrophic crisis. In the early years, they urged humanity not to be blinded by profit. They argued that using Earth's natural energy resources was the only way to ensure civilizations survived in a stable condition.
Our latest missions have been
Mega
targeted by
capitalism
the
company.
radical
We're gonna
methods.
change
We
humanity.
need to transport
Not saying that it's gonna change for the better, but yeah, that's kind of the vibe. They're gonna change humanity. They're not saying for the better. You know what I mean? Hello, Jasmine. How you doing as well?
Both of
They're
you
not
need to
saying they're
be on
gonna
high
change
alert.
humanity for the better. To be in all fairness, you know what I mean?
If those purists dare to
Finished the
cause
story this
trouble,
morning. Don't
they
give me
can
any
say
spoilers,
hello
Jasmine.
to
This is my first
protocore
time. It's my
particle
first
cannon.
time.
We shouldn't be too hostile. While they're traditional, certain prototists can be just as extreme.
I mean, this is kind of like a nature,
we've only
like,
researched
you know what I
less
mean?
than
It's like
10%
trans.
of
I believe the
protocours
term,
potential.
the
There's nothing
philosophical,
wrong with maintaining a healthy
the philosophical
respect for the
term for
unknown.
this is transhumanism. There's nothing to do with transgender. There's nothing to do with transgender if you're just like hearing this term. This is the belief that like when people in sci-fi dream that like when technology kind of like becomes too merged with humans that we'll lose a certain like natural essence. And I do believe that there's certain things that I'm too like old school to mess. Like the brain implants that people are like trying to develop nowadays. Unless it was like something for like a disease or something, I would probably never like meddle with my brain like that. I've watched too many Black Mirror episodes, you know what I mean? And you do a Sylus impression. I don't think my voice sounds a lot like Sylus, but I could try. But I'm also like, because we already like kind of like supplement our bodies with technology, like glasses, eye surgeries. Our phones are kind of like a constant connection to like certain things, you know what I mean? But I don't like meddling with my brain. I wouldn't do that. You know what I mean? I think the best impression that I can do for Sylus is the Are you up for a joy ride later? Nah. I can do it right now, but usually I can do the Are you up for a joy ride later? Yes. You know what I mean? You see it on TikTok. Are you up for a joy ride later? Yes. To be honest, the first stream that I ever joined. Well, glad to have you here, Lady Wolverine. I usually find people finding me on YouTube.
Wow,
but still
Andrew.
have to have
A
you
deep
here.
space hunter like you is defending the purists? They're the ones trying to stop our technological progress.
Yeah, being against project progress is kind of dumb, but also like you don't want to just go crazy, especially with like the hands of capitalism. You know what I mean?
That's because our protocore
Not to
tech has
rant against
developed
capitalism
so
too
rapidly
much,
and
but,
successfully these
know.
past few years. The
Yeah,
stuff's
my
been
brain is
integrated
already
into
fucked enough. I
every
don't need
aspect
any
of our
messing.
daily lives, big and small. The purists always insist.
This is just giving me Deus Ex Machina. This is really fuck. The last memory was like I get there must be a lot of inspiration because their outfits, now that I'm clicking, their outfits is really giving me a lot of like fucking what is the name? Nier Automata and Deus Ex Machina.
Couldn't
You know what I mean?
develop protocore technology.
But this is giving me this is the exact same intro
Facts speak louder
as
than
Deus
words.
Ex Machina.
Improving
You know what I mean?
a person's quality of life, fighting wanderers, and helping humanity.
This is just one-to-one the intro to Deus Ex
beyond our
Machina.
universe.
Not as I was girly, but his history has me on edge. Dude, Sylus is fucking awesome. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be honest, Zane is climbing on my ladder like crazy, but I think Sylus is always gonna be my number one.
The prototist vision for the future is being realized one step at a time. Without concrete evidence to support the purist claims, it's only natural that they lost ground.
What about you? Whose
Well,
side are
me,
you on?
Kindred. Whose side are you on? Protocol Chocotist. What is a Chocotist? I'm gonna choose the protocols. I think the technology just needs to be guided. You know what I mean? Because if you leave it at the hand of corporations, that's where it kind of becomes an issue. But I don't know what the chocotists are. It's just people that like chocolate, I think. Believing in chocolate. No, but I believe progress is the right way. It's just that we need people with we need to because progress progress just means change. Evolution just means change, right? But we need to guide the hand of change to change for the better. You know what I mean? That's kind of the thing. Assuming we use science to look into protocol energy so they can improve our lives, I'm with the prototists.
I knew you weren't someone who's afraid of progress.
The vehicle passes through the tunnel, which is the last highly dangerous point on the designated route. The secure vault is at the end of this road.
Metaflux levels are within a stable range. Begin
Have I played
storage
horror?
intake
Sometimes
procedures.
I play horror.
We really worked hard today. Since this is our last shift, let's finish strong. Late night snacks are on me.
Sorry, I hit the mic. Wait, there's a massive surge of metaflux heading straight for us. It's coming in fast.
The readings are normal. You guys.
Oh, I know who that is. It's Sylus. Tell me that's Sylus on his car. At that moment, the truck, weathered in flames, is crackling with powerful metaflux, comes barreling towards us from behind. It's going at full speed. As soon as Simone and I jump out of the cargo hold, our transport vehicle is violently thrown into the air. An explosion releases a searing heat behind us. We have an emergency. Transport vehicle IO9 is under attack. Coordinates are being transmitted. Requesting backup. Before we can find out our footing, there's another explosion. We're sent flying in the air. Protocol particles drift around the overtuned transport vehicle. Through my blurred vision, I see several distorted figures emerging from the flames.
Go.
Oh, wait, hey, yo. Are we getting a villain mommy? Hey, yo, villain mommy? Hey, Zaku. How you doing, my friend? An unfamiliar voice is marked by the crackling flames. My ears are still ringing. I can't tell if I'm hearing his shit real or in my head.
It's a shame we're seeing each other again when you're in such a pitiful
Hey,
state.
yo, who is this?
Did Josephine ever mention our time together at the Gaia Research Center?
Hey, yo, who are you?
I guess not.
Excruciating pain tears through my entire body as my heart begins to tremble uncontrollably.
Who I am doesn't matter. The real question is, who are you?
Oh, you know what? Oh my god. You know what would be so fucking sick? It's probably not the case. But imagine if that is us. Imagine if that is us from a different timeline where we're the fucking villains. Oh my, that is my headcanon. I might be completely off the point here. But that would be so fucking sick if that was like an alternate version of us. That is like a villain. Dude. That would be so cool. This suddenly grabs my... Because we have a lot of multiverse, right? She suddenly grabs my throat and a sharp pain pierces my neck. It's like 1,000 needles just stab me. I feel like I'm suffocating as I lose control of my limbs. My heart pounds violently while chaotic forces stirs in my body. Blood trickles down my forehead through my crimson-tainted vision. I see the container holding the spatium core roll into view.
You were born in the depths of deep space. You were supposed to be
Oh!
a one-of-a-kind, precious creation.
Am I...
Without the key, the fountain of Ate will only remain a poor imitation.
Dazed, I hear something faintly crack. Suddenly, an unprecedented power surged through my veins and burst forth with brilliant light.
The key belongs to no one else. You are the one who holds all of its secrets.
Oh my god, did I pinpoint that? Kindred, if you're correct, we'll be blessed with 2 Slayer-ness guild bosses. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. If I am right, I'm gonna be so fucking insane. Transporting the spatium core was a classified mission for special operations. That attack wasn't revealed to the outside world. After spending 2 days in the hospital, Simone and I were ordered to suspend all missions and focus on resting until we made a full recovery. Afterwards, Jenna secretly visited us to reveal the truth. The association president, as well as others, suspected there was a high-ranking mole in the association. Since Simone and I were now known to the enemy, we needed to lay low. Our temporary suspension was to protect us and serve as a smokescreen. Externally, the radical purists needed to be handled with caution. Internally, dealing with the mole would inevitably disturb their plans. Jenna didn't talk about the spatium core. She just gave me a look that told me to be patient. Evil twin who have an even sharper jawline. Not 2 of them. That would be insane. Chaotic energy curses through my bodies. The burning sensation in my chest is more intense than the pain from my injuries. Unable to sleep, I toss and turn. Then I finally sit up and turn on the bedside lamp. My heartbeat is faster than usual. I gently press my hands against my chest and rest on my head on my knees. My head on my knees? Oh, like, okay. I can't believe I ended up absorbing the spatium core. Why me? Another sharp pain strikes my chest as several strange energy streams are torn apart. They proceed to merge together and create an endless, restless turbulence.
Did Josephine ever mention our time together at the Gaia Research Center?
Oh my, is that our mom? It could be our mom as well. Somebody said in the chat.
The key belongs to no one.
I don't know if this is us from a different timeline. This is like an Evangelion thing where we are the daughter. Or if this is like something else. Wait until you're saying no spoilers. No spoilers. Until I'm done with this this entire chapter, no spoilers, okay? I know we want to talk about it. I do too. But hold it together, okay, chat? No spoilers until we finish. We're gonna finish all this today. Don't worry. Don't be too emotional. Come on, chat. Hold it in. Grandma. The research materials Grandma left behind might not be an unfinished story. It could be a link to a much larger chain. Unicorn in the Gaia Research Center. That's what the time has sealed the truth I seek. The Gaia Research Center. If I remember correctly, it's what used to be the most prosperous district, now known as the N109 zone. Oh! And I'm certain that Sylus has already been looking into that, because he's the intel kind of guy. Let's see if there's a key waiting for my return. Once my injuries are healed, I don't hesitate. I report my next target during the administrative leave to Jenna via the secret comms channel. The ruins of the Gaia Research Center located in the N109 zone. Oh. Arctic Fractal Library. Amidst the snow-covered mountains stands a building of precise geometric perfection, the Fractal Library. It was erected at an unknown time. The library doors slowly part. Wearing robes, a young boy with snow-white hair pushes them open. A soft, ethereal light spills out from behind the doorway and touches the snow. The boy looks down and gently scoops up the small white creature by its feet.
It's time to collect what's due from the 7-year promise, Shuchi. We need to pay the emissary a visit. I wonder how he's doing. How have these 7 years treated him? Is he getting along with his classmates? Did he succeed in his thesis defense?
Fractal libraries from Zane's and the World Underneath chapters. Oh my god, yes. As the white light fades, the boy's foot sinks into something soft. Snowflakes flow onto his head. He's surprised.
Huh? How did the library end up here? Did I mess up the incantation?
I find it very funny how there's like a magic, like in between the like powers and whatever. It's like a sci-fi magic that I really kind of dig. I love in Deepspace thing. Hey La La Land, how you doing as well?
Shuchi, I know you haven't seen snow in a long time, but that doesn't mean you can just run off.
Oh. Boy hastily grabs his traveling bag and runs after the creature. He managed to catch his tail just before he falls face first into the snow. Behind him, the massive library doors slowly close. He raised his hand only to realize he's left the accessus bracelet the emissary gave him in the library.
Oh, Book of Answers, just this once, would you be so kind as to tell me where I am?
His bag suddenly bulges as a thick book emerges from it. Opening itself, it rapidly flips through the pages before materializing into 2 words. The Arctic.
How long will it take to get back to Lincoln City?
Just found and joined your Discord. Hey, Dash there. Glad to have you here, my friend. Glad to have you join us. Now, make sure to read the rules as well. The Book of Answers flip through its pages once more. 8,000 kilometers. In the desolate Arctic, a boy and his companion silently drag their luggage, their figures gradually vanishing to an endless expanse of white. Oh. Wasn't also the place where Sylus' introduction to the story had its climax? Suppose. There's the next one. Prototis. Ooh. Now we're going on to Sylus'. Leaving the certain area of Lincoln City, I drive down Bear Boulevard. The scenery on both sides of this wide street slowly deteriorates. After I installed the anti-interference chips Sylus sent me on my motorcycle, I've been able to freely pass through the protofield disrupted no-hunt zones in the numbers 62 and 65. Arrive at what was once the most prosperous tech hub in the region. Now it has become the criminal's paradise, the N109 zone. The abandoned building where I first met him still stands in its desolate country yard. Come to think of it, a lot of time has passed since my initial meeting with the feared leader of the Onikinus. After entering the N109 zone, the streets remain deserted. Not a soul could be seen, but it becomes livelier as I approach the central district. A river of people flows through the streets. They surge with me towards the same destination. What's going on? Sounds like it comes from the chair room. Oh? Above the streets, a massive holographic screen glows neon blue. A display of live footage in the District 4 areas. A scared woman is bandaging a knife wound in her shoulder at the street corner. A boy who cornered a wanderer in a dark alley rips out his protocol with his bare hands. Damn, that's kind of crazy. Gang member plunges a dagger into his companion's chest. It's kind of... This is always... I know it's supposed to be like a criminal underworld, but like, damn, this literally crime. Average day in São Paulo. Average day in Brazil, it's crazy. Isn't Cheryl supposed to be the trading hub? Why are they fighting? At the top of the display, rows of names and numbers flicker rapidly. Old ones are raised as new one appears in their place. Is this some kind of competition? Nothing that happens in the N109 surprises me anymore. I turn my attention away from the massive display and keep trying to call Sylus. When I visit the odd workshop, its owner knew Grandma. They were probably colleagues. I want to find out where the guy at Research Center was located. He probably has some leads. Sylus has raced through the streets to get to the odd workshop. I was unfamiliar with the N109 zone back then. To find it again, the most effective way would be to ask Sylus. He's not answering. Fine. I'll just fetch him from the Onikinus' base. Driving my 270 HM, I make a turn into the alley ahead when a buzzard whizzes past me. It grazes my temple. My body lurches to the side as I dodge. But the momentum sends my bike sliding until it crashes into a corner. It's completely wrecked. I barely regain my footing when another bullet tears through the air, setting straight for me. Hum! Clink. A cane flashes before me and deflects the bullet. It ricochets into the wall and leaves us behind a smoking hole in it.
Watch your step, kid. There are places you shouldn't wander into.
Hey, yo, is that the grandma's partner? At my feet, a thin orange-red laser stretches across the streets of the buildings on both sides of the street.
Caron is hosting its triennial Zalion hunt right now. Everything beyond that line is in the killing zone. One step is all it takes for the surveillance drones to lock onto you with their multi-lens systems. Then they'll automatically register you as a participant.
Speaking of crime, some car alarm just sounded outside. That's crazy. Just a typical Tuesday. Crime in my 09 zone? That is crazy. No. It's just their average day in Brazil. He dresses like he's in the 50s. I mean, I like it. I think it's very stylish.
Every criminal in the N109 zone is waiting to hunt down the lost lambs who walk in.
I dust myself off and get up. Who are you? The man before me appears to be in his 50s or 60s. His white hair is neatly combed to a gentleman's hat. He's using an old-fashioned cane as support. It stands in stark contrast of the chaos of these streets.
I'm just a ferryman on the river Styx. I help travelers cross.
It's very mysterious.
Are you planning to cross Caron's river?
Like a king surveying his domain, he turns to look at the eastern and western districts of Chiron that are surrounded by orange laser barriers.
Shall I be your guide?
Oh, I don't know if I want to accept. I'm not feeling it, guys. Thanks, but no thanks. His offer seems harmless, but that curious glint in his eyes make me hesitant about accepting his help. Experience has taught me that one simple lesson. When someone becomes interested in you, trouble isn't far behind. Thanks, but I'll take a different route.
The killing zone spans across 8 streets, and the arena in Caron's central district is its
I'm not feeling this guy. He's
like
too well put together and too friendly in the literal crime zone.
Taking a different route might not be the best choice.
Right before my eyes, he steps over that orange-red boundary, but the attack I expect to happen never occurs. I cross my arms and study his gaze, which seemingly shines with goodwill. Are you trying to make me ask why weren't you attack? He reaches behind his ear and produces a round chip no bigger than a fingernail.
This is an ID camouflage chip. If you have one, it masks your biometric data so you can't be traced. As long as you're within 3 steps of me, you'll be within its range of concealment.
I take the chip and examine it. My Evo doesn't detect anything suspicious, so I hand it back to him. Alright, I'll trust you for now. With my biometric data unmasked, I follow the unfamiliar elderly man into a devastated eastern district of Charon. It already happened? I guess it's okay. He's close to singing in the rain? No, if it already happened, we can talk about it. I'm saying, like, don't talk about the things ahead. Hey, Olivia. Well, we don't want to take candy from the one man clearly unbothered by the murder fest. No, you're right, but the way you said it was very funny. You were like, oh, don't you want to go into the free candy van in the literal purge? All this, like, chulo dude is just like... Dude, don't you want to go into the free candy van while the purge is happening for the good old man down the street? No, I don't. That's crazy. That is crazy. Hey, Olivia, first time here as well. How you doing, my friend? Welcome to the stream. Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. Jesus Christ. That kind of is like a... Anyway. The stench of gunpowder and blood fills the streets. The continuous Metaflex explosions make my heart pound like a drum. If you're not one of those criminals, then you shouldn't be answering a few questions. What are the rules for the Zoyar hunt? The cold wind sweeps past as 3 humanoid wanderers crash into the roadside shop. They grab and tear a person's limb apart. But then a sudden protocol explosion engulfs the storefront.
They're
Hey,
like
Bomb, how you doing as well?
once of the primal variety. People become hunters and prey to fight for a gold coin. With it, they'll be granted one wish from the Lord of Caron.
Let me guess, he's the Lord of Charon.
At the very end, whoever enters the central arena with the coin and remains the last one standing becomes the winner.
From the upper floor of a shop, a drunken man leans halfway out. He quietly raises his gun in our direction.
You can use evil weapons, protocol weapons, and your own
Hop in,
fists.
this free Wi-Fi. Free candy, you'd say. Do you have jelly beans? Nah, but free Wi-Fi, I can definitely see some people join. A roar resounds before the bullets can leave the ground. We remain untouched as our would-be attacker falls, his chest pierced by the metaflux.
Wanderers are just another weapon people use to hunt each other.
Yeah, I know there's some people that can control the Wanderers. So that's was kind of what I was thinking from the trailer. Because we already knew that Sylus could control to a certain level Wanderers. So, you know. The drones record everything. The scenes immediately cycle between shots of death and victory. I am assuming that the protocol is going to be like... It's going to be an Evangelion thing where it's like, they're both humans. But the ones that are like corrupted by the protocol energy just like becomes wanderers or something. You know what I mean? They're just like people. Or maybe people from like other timelines that are like become monsters and then like cross into the other ones to like fight. That's my headcanon so far. Again, no spoilers until we get to it. Somewhere in the darkness, thunderous cheers erupt from the crowd.
What a waste. I've seen him before. He's formidable. He is
The audio is like a little bit weird as well in the game. They should definitely... Sometimes Love and Deepspace will like have very weird audio levels. The man stops, his hands clasped over his cane. He closed his eyes as if to observe a mobile asylum before he proceeds.
Isn't it brutal? I hope you weren't frightened.
It takes more than that to scare me. I've witnessed deaths far worse than this.
Indeed. Life has a way of catching us off guard.
Stepping over the fallen body, he leads me to a place with a brilliant lit sign that reads, Elysium, the true paradise. A lot of like bars in fantasy, like fantasy hellholes will have the name Elysium, doesn't it? It's like a very common name for these kinds of bars. Familiar bars packed tonight. Everyone clutches their drinks as they gather around the screen that's broadcasting the Zoyan hunt.
Here are the latest predictions. You can't miss these guaranteed winners. Come one, come all. Who wants to join the fray?
Stop banging on my tables.
The
You
Elysium
think
owner.
hiding in my little sanctuary and drinking your life away makes you special?
It's not like I
Not
don't
like
pay
I
for my
don't pay for my
drinks.
drinks. I'd rather drink myself to death.
You know, you can
than
definitely
get
change the
killed
music
moment I
voices and
step
effects,
outside.
but I have. I made the music super quiet already. That's the kind of what I'm saying. I made it as quiet as I could. Amidst the cacophony of voices urging people to place their bets, the dangerous business brewed from their human lives proves to be very enticing.
A lot of folks are placing bets this year. But being the hunt's primary target isn't exactly a blessing.
Opportunity is always born from danger. It's a traditional rule of the Zalian hunt.
The elderly voice cuts through the air with command and authority. Everyone turns their heads at the same time.
Our old man Dimitri's here.
Dimitri.
Who's your pick this year, old man?
I need to discuss something with a friend. Would you mind waiting here for a moment? The meal sets here are good.
The winner gets a
Drinks
trip to the
are decent.
emergency room.
Give them a try.
Elysium
if you
describes part of the
insist.
Greek underworld where the heroes reside after death, basically heaven. And media is often used to those bars to signal kind of a safe haven. Yeah, I see it a lot where it's like kind of like a neutral ground intelligentsia bar, where you have like a criminal underworld and you have Elysium, whereas like a bar, it's like a no fighting zone, like kind of like a middle of the ground kind of way. And they usually trade intel in these kinds of areas. It happened on, I think Constantine has it as well. There's like a bunch of these kinds of bars in fantasy media. Bayonetta has one as well. Hey Jania, welcome. Glad to have you here. Good afternoon. How you doing? I politely nod, however, I decide not to touch the food in its place.
Oh, dear. Why did you say our drinks are decent? You're so picky, Gramps.
A pair of lemon-scented hands encircle my neck. They quickly pull away before I can retaliate. The owner of Elysian moves to face me.
Ah, we meet again, Missy. You're really something else if you know someone like Dimitri.
More like he knows us. His name is Dimitri. Who is he exactly?
He's the Lord of Charon.
I knew it.
As the true owner of Charon,
I fucking knew
Dimitri is
it.
the one who hosts the Zion.
I immediately clapped it. He's like, of course, I knew it. Dude, I clapped these things so fast. I was like, he's walking. First of all, he's way too composed. So he's like, he's the host. He's the guy.
The arena at the center of the market belongs to him too.
But Charon is supposed to be a free trading zone. How can a place like that have an owner?
You're not the only one curious about it. But Dimitri's background.
I mean, yeah, wouldn't be.
Elysium has been open for years, but I haven't heard anything about his past.
I just noticed that I opened both streams on YouTube and Twitch. I asking myself why I was listening to you twice. I mean, I appreciate the support on both of the streams. You don't have to. If you want to stay on YouTube or Twitch, you can be. But I appreciate it. I always say that, like, you know, the numbers are secondary. If people like my content, the numbers will be good. But I appreciate the support. Hey Martina, how you doing as well? Welcome, welcome, my friend. Welcome, welcome. Taverns more preferably, though.
Even Sylus, the leader of Anakinus, keeps his distance from Dimitri.
Ooh. Come to think of it, Silence hasn't mentioned him before.
Since this isn't our first meeting, let me properly introduce myself.
Aslan.
That's
yeah, because we went here with Sylus before, and we kind of talked. She said we were cute. But what, like, that's kind of the, yeah. I remember her. We basically we came here with Sylus, and then like the guys attacked us, and Sylus basically like protected us, I believe. This is like a proper like meeting without like a distress. Oh, pass. I didn't bring my wallet. Aslam's lips curl into a mysterious smile.
Elysium doesn't always collect payment in cash. And our services extend beyond just filling empty stomachs.
Yeah, it's intelligentsia. It's intelligentsia hiring service, being like, yeah, this is basically gathering intel. You know, before I can ask for details, Dimitri returns and gives me a nod.
I've finished my business. Come here. I'll escort you out.
Behind the counter, Aslan lowers her voice and winks at me.
If you need anything special in the future, ask for the connoisseur's menu. I'll give you a 20% discount. Bye-bye. Come back soon.
That's what I say. Like, the hint that gave me that this might be us in like the secret women might be us in like a different timeline where we are the villains, is because we're all in the Love and Deepspace timeline. We're always like engaging in things that are not exactly very quote unquote heroic. Like we have like Xavier, we have like the boys that are like the good boys. But then there's Sylus, which we do have kind of like a chemistry with Sylus. And then there's like, we go into these like underground worlds and get like intel and, you know what I mean? Do some shady business as well. I get that we're doing it for quote unquote for good, but you know what I mean? That's why the main character is not exactly like a goody two shoes protagonist, at least at certain points. You know what I mean? Usually get 10 people at most, but I feel like quality over quantity. Exactly, quality over quantity. If your content is good, numbers will come around. You know what I mean? As I step outside, gunshots, screams, and maniacal laughter fills my ears once more. Oh, speaking of which, if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to leave a like, leave a comment if you want. I'm very sorry for the noise. Decided to pause right here, but it helps us show up more on the front page. So if you're watching this on YouTube, please do leave a like. I would greatly appreciate that if you leave a like on my videos. It's hard to believe that this refined elderly gentleman beside me, the master of a hellish domain. I heard you're the Lord of Charon. Why are you hosting these death matches? Can you really grant wishes? Let's ask them. Why do you host the Zoya event? Do you enjoy watching people fight and kill each other?
Fighting, killing, surviving by any means necessary. That has always been the way of life here.
Yeah, it's kind of a dumb question.
With or without the Zalian hunt, the cycle of violence...
Didn't the MC get some truly moral great fun with Raphael in the last 4 card days? Yeah, kind of. Kind of. She's very morally grey. Which I suppose for a MC kind of character makes her very interesting. You know what I mean? With Dimitri leading the way, every danger we encounter becomes something to walk past. It allows me to safely traverse this lawless battlefield. Oh, Mephisto! There you are, boy. As I'm about to step over the thin orange-red laser, a familiar crow breaks the silence. Across the street, Mephisto perches on a lamppost. He looks at me and tilts his head. Hi.
Your friend is here to pick you up.
The cane falls out of the laser line, and the Lord of Charon stops at the edge of his territory, taking not a step further.
I'm sure our next meeting will be much sooner than this time.
What do you mean?
I mean, my duty as your escort has come to an end, until we meet again.
And I guess Sylus asks for a favor for Dimitri to take care of us. Dimitri watches me leave with an unwavering smile, like an ordinary old man out for a walk in the park. Oh. Sylus, what are you getting involved now, my boy? What are you getting involved now? Gunshots in the distance, like our old neighborhood. It's like, what a quiet night in Brazil. And just like a gunshot. It's not like that, I'm just exaggerating. With Mephisto as my escort, I arrived at the familiar base without a hitch. Thanks. As soon as I enter the building, I hear a violent explosion from one of the rooms. Is Anakinus' base also involved in the Zoyan hunt? The room is dark. Mindful of Sylus' sensitive eyes, I turn on a floor lamp at the lowest setting. Wait, is he playing video games? In the center of the room stands a 4 egg-shaped gaming pods. 3 of them are rolling back and forth. The surface are covered in LED lights, pulsating in tandem. Wait, is he playing video games with his fucking minions? I walk up to Sylus' gaming pod and knock it on it several times. Sylus? Sylus? Mephisto's been caught. The base is surrounded. They're after you. Absorbed in his virtual world, Sylus doesn't respond. Oh, come on. I walk away and settle into a 4th gaming pod, the only one that is empty. Inside, the surrounding screens transform into an endless expanse of stars. Realistic sound effects immediately fill my ears. I fire up my spaceship and set off to pursue Sylus' fleet. I lock onto the engines at the first ship I see, grip the controls and open fire.
Who was that? That's brutal.
Pressing my home advantage, I target the next ship and immediately destroyed. I love them so much. Dude, you can't tell me Sylus is not my favorite story. The fucking side characters are already fun as it is. You know what I mean? If Sylus is a PlayStation player, Sylus would 100% be a PlayStation guy. Because Xbox is the social and it's like kind of like the Netflix of video game. PlayStation is the like, I want the exclusives, better graphics, rah, rah, rah. All the things that Sylus would be picky about. Or PC gamer, I don't know. I don't know if Sylus would be a PC gamer or a console gamer. I don't know. I think, no. I know for a fact, Sylus is a PC gamer. Because Sylus loves tinkering. He's always tinkering with his bike, his car, his guns. He's modding his guns. That's like total gamer, PC gamer energy. Oh my god, Sylus, 100%. Sylus is a PC gamer. I am certain of it. You know what I mean? Mom, get out of here. I'm playing Minecraft. Sylus is rich enough to have all the consoles and computers. Well, yes, but I think he would be a PC gamer at heart. He probably would have every single console. You know what I mean? Anakinus' found family. Must be Sylus's. Activate the ship AI and lock onto the Q313.
Would you like to initiate tracking?
Divert all power to the engines. Don't let them escape. My ship's engine burns into a brilliant blue light as I surge towards Sylus's vessel. Ship Q313 remains unfazed. It gracefully spins away from my attacks as I close in. However, the elegant moves proves to be costly. Ship's tail has grazed a meteor. It triggers red warning lights in Sylus's cockpit. Simulation ends with blaring alarms still echoing as the gaming pods slowly open. Sylus emerges and removes his hologram helmet. There's our boy. Hey, Natalie. I feel like he would be more of a mobile gamer because he's bored at the meetings.
Why were you so riled up?
No. I mean like the gaming. I know mobile gaming is
satisfied now.
Yeah, I know mobile gaming is a lot better now, but Sylus is not a mobile gamer. Like, come on. He would probably play some mobile games, but it's definitely more along the lines of like, oh, I'm here, I'm not at home, I might as well play some. Because he loves tinkering. He loves high quality shit, regardless of how much money it is, because PC gaming is usually a lot more expensive when it comes to console gaming. And it's usually, he's also, he loves tinkering. He loves tinkering with his cars, his guns, his motorcycles. That's PC gamer shit. PC gamers love tinkering. You know what I mean? Console gamers is just like plug and play. You know what I mean? I'm on short on time. After I ask my question, I'll go. I expected him to make excuse about losing the game. Instead, he furrows his brow while staring at me. What?
You had something nice to eat?
No, it was just Elysium. The owner and I are caught up.
Playing dumb isn't very nice, kitten.
As he speaks, he moves closer to me as if sensing something.
A special protocore. Is it an ether core?
So accurate assessments catches me off guard. While trying to keep the energy within me stable, I turn to look at him and respond with an inquisitive smile. What's wrong? Weren't you always hoping I'd get stronger?
Who gave it to you?
Me. What do you mean? I ate it myself. You're well informed. You should know about the recent attack on the Hunters Association transport vehicle. As expected, Sylus doesn't look surprised. He only slightly raised his eyebrow. A strange person infiltrated a group of attackers. She found me and started talking about these bizarre things. That stuff is still uncertain, so I decided to tell Sylus only the simplest parts. Just as I was on the verge of losing consciousness, my body instinctively absorbed his spatial core. As Adam's apple bobs once, I catch a glimpse of the protocol in his eye, emitting a dizzying red glow. Before I can get a better look, he walks into the minibar. He downs a glass of liquor in one go. The turbulent energy within me finally settles down, and I realize Sylus is locked in an intense battle against his desire for protocols.
Setting aside the possibility that you're here to show off your shiny new
Hey,
protocore, what brings you to the N109 zone?
I'll walk towards him and bring up the holographic map on my watch's interface. This map was created during Lincoln City Final Field Survey before the Chrono Rift catastrophe. I continue to zoom in on the display. The words Gaia Research Center appear on my map. The person who almost killed me said I first appeared here during one of the Unicorn research team's experiments. Sylus glances at it before he turns his attention to the chessboard on the table.
And you actually believe that nonsense?
I need to go there and find answers. Then I'll know if she's lying or not. Our last game ended in a draw. I'll quietly join the chess match as Sylus remains quiet. After serving the chessboard, I moved my rook from the back rank. When I was younger, I had doubts about my past. Later I figured that so long I was healthy and safe, none of it mattered. But a human heart shouldn't contain a protocol. I need to find out who I really am instead of waiting for mysterious people to find me. As soon as I reach for another piece, Sylus immediately captures one of my pawns.
And then what? Do you actually believe that learning about your past will make things better?
When I see people, whether close or distant, suddenly racing towards a destination. Refusing to accept the unfavorable position, I look at the chessboard again. I take my knight, my only chance for a breakthrough. The only one who seems to stay still may be left at a disadvantage forever.
That's just what it looks like on the surface, kitten. As soon as you make your move, you give your opponents an opening. Sometimes the best move is not to make one at all.
The only winning move is to not play the game. That is a very old saying, like. As he speaks, he taps my king. Safer for now, but it's trapped in the setup for a pincer attack. There's little hope of escape. What about you? Before he can pull back his hand, I quickly grabbed my queen and pointed at Sylus's eye. Your fusion with the protocol couldn't have been a coincidence either. Is that a friendly piece of advice or a warning? In a brief standoff, he finally shows his smile for the first smile of the day.
My situation holds no value as a reference point. Those words were nothing but a distraction so I could win the game.
If I had to say, I think we are kind of like a stronger version of like the protocol fused with people. And he's like a weaker version. So he kind of has the submission thing, but it's not like a total like kind of fusion of something. Because his is on his eye. Ours is different, if I remember correctly. Right? Am I kind of feeling it? You can tell me if I'm kind of like, if I'm wrong on this specific subject. Sylus grabs the chess piece from my hand, taking my wrist. He guides me to the floor to ceiling window. Hey Manuel, welcome, my friend. As the curtains slowly part, they reveal the night sky. Below us is the N109 zone in its entirety.
Since 2034, the N109 zone has undergone multiple rounds of reconstruction. Look at the outside world. Can you match any of these roads to that old map of yore? He won't be back until next month at the earliest.
I frown as my leads get cut off before me.
Do you really want to know?
Even if I didn't, people keep forcing me to find out. Won't be happy about that. He pushes me closer to the window. Then I realize that the only person who knows the truth has been here all along.
There, underground.
Following Sylus's gesture, I see it. The massive holographic screen in the sky. It's the heart of the Zion hunt I experienced today. A paradise of bloodshed and revelry. The Charon Arena. Oh, it had to be. It had to be the heart of the fucking problem, isn't it? Sounds about right. I think a lot of already know that. If you punch his eye, you would feel the score. Shut up, Plums. Fucking puns. You won't be happy about that. Oh, it's getting spicy. It's getting really spicy, isn't it? Oh, damn, okay. Don't play the game. What do we guess? The core is hers is there. Kind of cliche. I think it would be like around the chest. It's like a hard core, something like that. The massive holographic display makes everything feel strangely unreal. The latest rankings continue to scroll by. The individual in the first place has remained unchanged since this afternoon. It's Sylus. To hold the top stuff for so long is such a brutal hunt. He must be stronger.
He's been at the top since last night. He's good. I'll give him that.
Is it him? Is that him? Is he just praising himself? Each change in the rankings marks the end of another life. They know it's suicide, yet they still eagerly rush in. Is that coin really worth it?
I see you know a thing or two.
If I'm not mistaken, the Sylus and the MC are the only ones that have two protocols infused in them. Yeah, but like Sylus is like not that stable. Because I remember vaguely, it's been a while since I played that to be fair, where like Sylus has like a doctor where he like talks about his kind of situation. So his is not like super 100% like effective, if I remember. I might be mistaken. It's been a while since I played the initial mainline story for Sylus. It's been a long ass time, so.
But fewer than 30% of the participants are there.
I remember a doctor thing where he was like talking
in
about
the N109
when we get
zone,
captured, the first place that we take it
is the desire to hunt, the thirst for bloodshed.
Yeah, it's like power.
The craving.
My
for
makes right
domination.
place.
Or a means to prove one's loyalty.
He steps away from the window. The curtains close behind him. Through the gap, a red X appears over the first place portrait before it vanishes forever from the giant screen. Based on your experience, how much longer would the hunt last? Since the dazzling neon lights have been blocked, my thought becomes clearer. The safest option would be to search under the arena after the hunt ends.
By the looks of it, the finals will start tomorrow. This stage always ends quickly. It never goes beyond 6 or 7 days. This year's hunt has some extra stakes involved, so the finals will be more...
Let me guess, he's the first place.
It'll
He's
be
the
over
one
in
that has
2
like a
days.
coin. He's gonna
After
give the
that,
coin to us, and we're gonna ask the guy to like tell us. You know what I mean? I think that might be the thing. He walks to the sofa with measured steps and takes a seat.
The arena will be demolished.
What?
Many have coveted the arena for years, but its owner isn't as young as he used to be. His grip on power isn't the same anymore. So, the vultures circling this territory already have a silent agreement in place. They'll host an overtime match once the Zoan hunt is over.
Yeah, the power struggles in the N109 zone are very unstable. Looks like participating in the Zoan hunt is my last chance to find the Gaia Research Center. And breaking into the arena by myself is no easy feat. Who knows what awaits in the ruins of the research center? I can't waste too much of my energy on fighting. I need an ally. My gaze falls on Sylus, who's sitting on the sofa.
Don't even think about it, kitten.
You've been watching the hunt unfold from the sidelines. Don't tell me you haven't been plotting something.
Are you implying you're the one who has all the schemes?
No, he definitely is the number one. Oh. Pretended to threaten him. I playfully pinned him down on the sofa. He always folds to us anyway. Said you don't mind me using you. And right now, I want to really use you too. Oh, hey, yo! Calm down, MC! God damn, that kitten is going... That kitten is... Hey, yo! You don't mind what? Okay. Calm down. And right now, I really want to use you to get into that arena. It's not like you lose if you join. It's a win-win situation. Right. That kitty has claws. God damn.
If you want to drag me into this,
hey, malicious Sylus. Welcome.
Enough. I'm afraid I'll have to disappoint you, kitten. I have guests to meet, so I can't join you in your gladiator game.
He would join. Nah, I know my Sylus. He's a wife guy. He's gonna join right in the middle when things get spicy. Oh. There's a knock on the door. Luke and Kieran, who left the gaming pods, have returned. Their voices come through the other side.
Boss, our people just delivered their report. We've taken care of all the goods ever brought this time.
Leave a few alive. There's no need to be too thorough.
There are a few troublemakers in the area, boss.
MC has some scheme spicy themes.
Do as you please.
Thank you, boss.
You guys are from ever?
They came all the way here, saying they have a profitable deal to discuss.
Nah, he's gonna abandon
play
them.
the role of a gracious host.
Sylus is like, he plays both sides, but always take his own like desires first. We're planning to take them down.
Is it a bad idea?
It's great, actually. With one graceful stride, he helps me stand, grabs my shoulders and turns me around.
Come. It's not like you're busy. Let's see what kind of presents they've prepared.
The twins are so evil, sweet. I love the twins. The twins are like, out of all the side characters, I love the twins first, then the best friend, the Terra, and then the Nuna aunt from Raphael's story, just because she's gorgeous. After a high-speed ride, we find ourselves some ruins. They're shrouded in mist and gun smoke. The air is thick with chaotic energy fluctuations frowning. I kick aside some unidentifiable debris. I kick aside some unidentifiable debris and pick up a broken half of a wine bottle. 100-year-old wine. M3 jewelry boxes. Don't tell me these are all your welcome gifts. Silent casually responds as he slowly circles the area and takes in everything.
They know I won't show up, yet they're still playing a game of pretense. Would you like to guess the reason?
They're trying to lure you to kill you. Are they ever is confident enough to think you will accept their deal? When the deal is just a front to hiding something that can be used against you.
That's why I won't sit around waiting for them to make their move. People only show their hand when they're backed into a corner and desperate to survive.
Sylus stops walking, picks up a broken gun and stock and continues traces the protocol energy and crushes it.
I prefer a direct, efficient approach.
Yeah, he's ruthless. Sylus is ruthless when he wants it. I run my fingers along the energy residue on the wall, using my evil to sense the fluctuations in the air. Various energy signatures are intermingled, although they are erratic. They're not particularly strong. If these were meant to deal by the killing blow, they're underwhelming.
The real trump card is...
Ooh, damn, that was loud. Nearby, a metal wall suddenly collapses. From the dust and debris, multiple armed figures emerge. Their silhouettes are arranged in a staggered formation. Is that mysterious moving the new love interest? I doubt it. I think it's us from a different timeline. That is my guess. Electrical currents flicker to life. They reveal how the lower half of each figure's face mask is made of mechanical components integrated into their bodies. Their energy readings are changing. In the blink of an eye, dozens of thin blue beams simultaneously lock into our foreheads.
They've finally shown themselves.
Just before the beams could pierce us, Sylus grabs me and pulls me back. The spot where we once stood is reduced to scorched earth. I'm just about to catch my breath when the means converge on us again.
Get behind me.
A black-red mist spreads out like a net. It lunges at the blue beams that they're attacking us. Oh? The mist disintegrates instantly and surges in shockwaves as countless energy beams violently burst from all directions. Sylus immediately creates another barrier of mist to shield us, but in the blink of an eye, most of it has already been destroyed. These energy beams, they can nullify your evil?
Antimatter weapons. They actually managed to get their hands on something interesting.
He's gonna want to steal them. He wipes away the blood from his neck, but the wound shows no sign of healing. The figure raises their weapons at the same time to take aim. Yet Sylus responds with a smile instead of being angry. He gathers a powerful energy storm in his hand. This isn't good. They wear down Sylus at this rate. Spotting my motorcycle nearby, I quickly dash towards it, using the scattered cover for protection. Oh. After another explosion blast, I race through the lingering dust cloud and return to Sylus's side. The thundering roar of my bike's engine envelops us. Come with me. I mean, are we gonna use our new powers? We have new powers, right? With a new protocol? The motorcycle roars at the full throttle as we leave through the N109 zone. The sound of gunfire is hot on our heels. I duck and dodge the explosions around us while Sylus sits back in the passenger seat. He wields his protocol weapon as if he's playing a shooting game. Those are really antimatter weapons? Sylus, were they specifically designed to take you down?
They're just cheap knockoffs, kid. Keep your eyes on the road. Besides...
A group of shadowy figures closing in behind us fall into Sylus's evil and strikes them down.
I'm not alone. I have you.
Two motorcyclists in black clothes close in from both sides. They're trying to slam into me at the same time. I'm just the driver who follows traffic rules. Seems like run is the plan. Already at full throttle, I make a split-second decision to step on the brake. I let my motorcycle fall back to dodge their coordinated attack.
They're putting up quite a fight.
He's just playing around still, isn't he? How are you planning to shake off these guys? They don't have the energy fluctuations I'd see from monsters, nor do they show any signs of being modified. But their movement are mechanical and rigid, as if they're following someone's commands. We don't have much time. We'll reach Charon in 2 blocks.
You better not forget to turn. Let's not crash into it.
Oh? Plus is being cute again. How's it gonna make him cry again? We'll see. The boundary of the killing zone is ahead. The last untainted street marks the line between the sanctuary and hell. A perfect, foolproof pan quickly forms in your mind as I push my motorcycle's horsepower to its limits. True. Entering with the leader of the Onychines. Amidst the wild howls of the pursuers, I charge through the laser barrier. Well, that means I might be end up being a target with you. Time seems to slow down as the orange-red light sweeps over the front wheel of my motorcycle. It washes off my bike so Sylus behind me. Clearly aware of Karam's rules, our mass pursuers just stop before the boundary. They're forced to watch us slip away. Oh. We turn and enter a deserted alley. The motorcycle finally gives out and Sylus and I dismount. Hey, Tsukino. Glad to have you here. Welcome. Haven't seen you before. Did you just arrive? Oh, we ended up here after all. Oops. At least we helped to shake off those pursuers.
I might have believed it was an accident if you didn't sound so enthusiastic.
Our faces suddenly appeared at the district's central screen and magnified dozens of times over. In the same instant, the gunfire echoing through the killing zone falls silent. Then, the still air brims with passionate screams resound. They're celebrating, maybe going wild over Sylus' entrance.
You got what you wanted. There's no turning back now.
I just helped you. It's time for you to return the favor. Go on the ground with me. We need to check and see if the old Gaia Research Center is really there.
A life debt is impossible to repay. But since you asked so nicely, kitten, do I even have a choice?
I really like this leather jacket that he has. I kind of really fuck with that. The Sylus' laughter is still in the air. I navigate through the alley's debris and barricades to make my way towards the Charon Arena. Wait a minute. I'm starting to think you were planning to swoop in the finals and catch everyone in your trap.
I would never do such a thing.
That's the kind of tone that I use when I want to bullshit my way. I would me? What? No, you. I would never do such a thing. I'm not nearly as clever as you are. Sure, Sylus. That's the tone that I use when I want to bullshit people. What the fuck? Oh man. What else do we got? What else do we got? Countless bullets whiz above our heads as I take cover. As soon as I crouch down, a missile destroys half of the wall before me. Sylus, watch your head. Blinding white light makes me close my eyes as I feel myself being lifted by a powerful force and pulled into its protective embrace. Sylus scares me like a cat. With one arm around my waist, he kicks to open the door and rushes into a building. An explosion rocks the building from outside. The entire team is wiped out. The MC, how'd you learn to drive like that? Sylus, Mario Kart. Phew. Masked man, wanderers, weapons, guns. There's no end to them. They're really determined to take us down.
In most cases, being too strong is a curse in itself.
I checked the betting leaderboard. Sylus' name sits at the top. The amount of money people put on him is several times higher than the contestant in second place. You're not like everyone else. You get punished. You're tracing, definitely targeting you.
To think I'd make a splash for my first Zoian hunt. Oh well.
Yeah, I bet he already has the. Here's my guesses so far. He already has the coin. That's why he was saying on his stronghold, because having home run advantage is a good thing. So then he's going now, and the only reason why he is allowed to come into his thing is because he can get the wish and he has the coin, the golden coin. That's my guess. I shoot him at a glance and bet my entire paycheck on his name.
Should I say I'm honored?
Since you're already in the spotlight, I might as well profit from it. Let's keep that first place spot warm and be my decoy. When I get the money, we'll split 70-30.
Anyone can make empty promises. And I'm not an altruistic philanthropist, kitten.
Maybe a price. If I can afford it, then we can have a deal.
Oh, you can definitely afford it. It
Says
just
the wife guy.
depends on whether you're willing to give it to me.
His right eye begins to glow with an eerie red light. My heart races as I try to look away. I don't get controlled.
Congratulations! You are now in second place on the betting leaderboard.
Wait, why are we in the second place? Wait, what? Also, I find it funny that he makes us second place. A communication device vibrates just as Sylus fiddles with his phone. It's followed by a melodic notification sound of a successful payment. What are you doing?
I placed a bet on you. Now you have the highest odds in the game.
Motherfucker.
If you
Sylus.
win, I'll make a fortune.
This motherfucker.
Do you want to match my wager?
I shouldn't have underestimated you. You never make a terrible deal. Don't forget to split the winnings with me. 80-20.
Oh, you're so greedy.
Just as our conversation helps me catch my breath, there's a rustling sound from the corner. Just as I was about to say, oh, it's very weird for him to make himself first place, he immediately switches the thing. It's like, this fucking wife guy. He loves his wife so much. Even on the main story where he's like angsty as fuck, he's still such a wife guy. I swear to fucking God, dude. I swear to God. Say what you... Zane is the best real life, quote unquote, relationship with the MC. But Sylus is the biggest wife guy. Nobody can fucking change my mind on that. I do not care to listen. You know what I mean? As if he needs the money. No, he just wants to see his wife in the first place because he's a wife guy. He has the coin now, but he's going to give it to us so we can use the coin with the guy to get a wish so we can know about like our past. That's going to be the thing. I'm already smelling it from a mile away. I creep suddenly towards the source of the sound and I turn around with my gun raised.
Don't hurt me.
An elderly woman. My guns pointed at a frail old woman who's barely alive. Finding someone as old as her in the Zoyan hunt seems unbelievable. But this is the N109 zone. Instead of lowering my gun, I tighten my grip and take another step to her. How long have you been eavesdropping? Before I can ask another question, Metaflux suddenly surges. A wanderer materializes and instantly lunges at the old woman. Look out! A hunter instincts take over before I can think. I try to protect the elderly woman by throwing myself over her. As I brace for impact, shards of Metaflux explode behind me, to intertwine with wisps of a familiar mist. Yeah, Sylus is protecting us. Where he was Paul, their kid's rotten. I turn around to see Sylus standing behind us. He flexes his wrist while traces of his evil linger around his hand.
I take my eyes off you for 1 second and you just rush in.
We're fucking... We have no survival instinct, do we? I'm kind of noticing that. We have no survival instinct. I'm grateful that you rescued me and gave me a backhanded compliment. As I try to push my way, a sharp pain shoots through my entire body. I look down, a dagger pulsing with evil energy is lodged in the area between my abdomen. And the old woman's trembling hands clutch its handle. You!
I didn't mean to. I was...
Sylus picks me up as the old woman releases the grip of the dagger and flees.
Fool.
A black-red mist starts chasing after her, but I hold back my pain and press down on Sylus's arm. I shake my head. Let's take care of my wound first. Oh yeah, Kira and Luke's college fun. Good one, Vicario. I grab the first aid kit from the shelf and sink into the couch. I open it and search for its contents.
Let me do it.
Fine. I can handle it.
You slipped several times already. I don't think you can handle it.
It's not that bad. Hey. Because I know he can heal fast, but we can't, right? Black-red mist grabs my arms and lifts me into the air. And my fall is unexpectedly gentle. I find myself lying across Sylus's lap as he sits on the sofa. The first aid kit lands next to me.
You'll break the latch if you keep doing that.
Medicine sends a sharp pain into my wound. Trying to distract myself, I stare into the tangled cables of the ceiling.
Have you counted how many cables are up there?
Shh, don't interrupt me. I only got 27. My attention shifts and I meet his watchful gaze.
Does it hurt?
Look at him serious. No.
Don't try to tough it out. If it hurts, just say it. You can even curse if you want to.
That won't make it hurt less.
But it'll make you feel better, kitten.
No, we gotta play strong. Where's Sylus's love interest? Come on, we gotta play strong. We gotta be like,
extremely effective since
this is but a flesh wound.
10 times faster than normal.
Really? And the pain is worth it.
I lied. It's just a saline solution.
Sylus discards the cotton ball after he finished cleaning the wound. He holds the hemostatic dressing between his palms, then he pauses. It's gonna hurt.
You seem distracted. Are you thinking about that old woman?
Yeah.
Are you mad?
I wouldn't say I'm angry. Just curious what Mater and the other people who live here turned out like that.
Maybe they don't think anything is wrong with what they've become. One man's hell is another man's paradise.
He applies a small amount of pressure to my wound. I wince and catch a playful glint in his eyes.
You can barely take care of yourself right now, but you're still going to worry about others? Most people here are foolish. They run after their desires and never realize the treasure they were born with.
Don't tell me you're talking about their lives when you said treasure.
I'm referring to their soul.
Sod tilts his head slightly and points it to his eye.
Even at just 21 grams, the soul is one of the most precious gifts the universe has given to humanity.
When you collect souls, you're basically stealing from the universe.
Did you just change the subject by making fun of me? Can you stand up?
You shouldn't underestimate me. I jump from his knee and stretch my limbs to prove I'm fine. Gonna hurt.
Don't push yourself. In this game of life and death, even the smallest vulnerability could cost you everything. Leaving right now wouldn't be a
Sylus?
good idea.
Yes, that's the boy.
Stay put and keep quiet.
Yeah, Sylus, yeah, he has a really... I know he usually plays off the bad boy side, but he has a very deep side to himself as well. Hearing the sounds of gunfire in the distance, I think for a bit before agreeing with Sylus's assessment. And just as I'm about to sit down on the couch, I see a familiar blue bean appear by Sylus. Sylus! Oh? At the last possible moment, Sylus and I leap from the window and narrowly escape the blast. In the depths of the dark alley, familiar figures emerge. It's those masked figures again. They're persistent.
They seem to be very confident in their antimatter weapons. In fact, they genuinely believe those are enough to finish me off.
They might, though. What I meant to say is, don't underestimate them. I glance in their direction while I speak. There are 5 of them. The alley isn't a dead end, so we can go left and flank them. Sylus, draw their attention. I'll intercept them.
You already planned everything out, huh?
He nods, and he takes 2 steps to position himself as my shield.
Move quietly, and watch out for the other hyenas who are lying in ambush.
First Caleb, now they're after Sylus with explosions too. After a final thunderous blast, the dark alley is once again swallowed by nighttime fog and deathly silence. Are you okay?
You stole the words right out of my mouth.
Sylus quickly checks my waist for any signs of bleeding, and he turns his attention to the broken weapons and lifeless figures on the ground.
The numbers don't add up. Almost 10 of them are missing.
Hopefully they're already dead somewhere else.
They won't die that easily with weapons like those.
Yeah, even if it's a knockoff, it's still...
They're most likely in hiding and waiting for another chance to strike.
How did they know we were here? Did our popularity give us away? Sylus takes my wrist. His fingertip brushes against my inner ear, arm. My fingers curl out of reflex. What are you doing? He releases my wrist and holds up almost a transparent chip between his fingers. Oh, what was that? Sylus crushes the item and drops internal components to the ground.
A tracking device.
I try to think back of everyone who could have planted that on me, but there are many possibilities. It's the old guy. Dimitri. Is that why Dimitri lured Charon offered to help me out of his own accord? But there was he wanted in return.
Regardless, this place isn't safe anymore.
Yeah, that's the reason why. That's the reason why I think the drones didn't target us when we come around. Sylus takes my wrist again and leads me out of the alley. You know what I mean? Oh, come on. Don't let me load the next chapter. Come on. Soul time. Okay. There's this thing. Midnight. Velocity vintage cars. Although finding a suitable hideout would take a lot of effort. But Sylus knows exactly where to go. He quickly leads me to a vintage automobile repair shop near the arena. 2 vintage street lamps flicker inside. A desert highway backdrop and the bullet holes decorate the entrance. It's quite fitting for our situation. I chose the old woman. Those chapters are long. I think it was Dimitri, if I had to say. After making sure we wouldn't follow, I breathe a sigh of relief and pull up my chair to ease my pain. Effort just won't quit. Is there a way to deal with all them all for once? The arena fights are bad enough as it is.
The ones we took out were only minions receiving commands. For signals to be distributed simultaneously, there must be a leader carrying the central control unit. Take out their control unit.
The old women already knew us here. So she already knew that we were here. It was an ambush. So I think it's Dimitri. It's either Dimitri or the bar lady. The Elysium lady.
Disable the entire group.
Speaking of which, I detected an unusual metaflux fluctuation when I encountered them. Sylus turns around to look at me.
What makes it unusual?
I'm not sure how to explain it. Maybe it's connected to that control unit you mentioned.
They've really been busy behind the scenes. They're using protocores like they're toys.
Sylus averts his gaze and turns away. He walks to a corner of his shop.
Change of plans. We need to step up our game.
What?
Find the leader, neutralize them, and extract the control unit.
I'm going to do a reverse tracking. That might work. I'll use the unique fluctuations to locate them. Sylus crouched down by the decorative bar counter along the wall. The sound of rummaging soon fills the air. What are you doing? You're looking for your weapons?
I'm hungry, so I'm looking for food.
Slice it up. My interest is piqued. This is the place, one of your properties. Yes. Sylus has a bunch of different properties. It's fucking rich as shit.
Those with refined tastes know how to seek out places that match their standards. The vehicles outside are enough to prove the owner's discerning eye.
This is place. It's his place. After retrieving a bag of food from the cabinets decorated like wooden crates, Sylus returns to the small table, a look of displeasure on his face.
These are emergency rations. If you're not picky, try to eat as much as you can.
Oh, canned food. It's not too bad. Thought it'd be much worse considering how you acted.
Weren't you the one who kept asking for more home comforts at the base?
Oh, says you. You're the fucking rich guy that is like, how these poors live. The base is for a living, but the place is for surviving. Standards are built different. The standards are different. But seriously, have you thought about making your chefs develop canned foods? With their skills, we could have gourmet canned food experience next time we end up in a situation like this. Well, I keep rambling, the cans are open and ranged. Sylus gives me a look but doesn't argue. What?
How's your wound? No amount of talking will change that pain.
Oh, he's worried about us. I'm starting to think the medicine wasn't normal. It hurts even more now that I've stopped moving. I take a huge bite of that canned luncheon meat. I try to distract myself from the pain by chewing. As I reach for the energy drink, his hand hovers above the can. He sprinkles a medicinal powder over it. I stare in disbelief. Did you just spike my drink right in front of me?
Are 2 painkillers going to be enough to knock out Lincoln's finest hunter?
No.
I know you want to stay alert. You're worried the extended release painkillers will slow your reactions. Keeping you safe for half the night will be easy. I'm here, which is more than enough.
Oh, he's such a nice guy. Sylus is such a fucking nice guy, dude. Him complimenting his own precious, giving me Zane with your lover's rather stoic vibes. Sylus loves giving himself compliments. He's always like this. Whenever he's talking about like things that he clearly owns, where he's like, so I think the owner has quite a refined taste, don't you think? Like the hotel, for example. He's like, this place is quite nice, surely well decorated. The owner must have very good taste. And it's just his fucking room. He loves doing that. He loves gassing himself up. He picks up as the cans and He picks up the can and moves the luncheon meat aside before setting it down in front of me. The small table becomes a chessboard once again, but this time my opponent sends his pieces into my territory to supply his queen.
As for whether you want to let your guard down for half the night, that's up to you, kitten.
Let's drink it, since you put it that way. Under his watchful gaze, I alternate between sipping my drink and eating. I quickly replenish my energy after consuming 3 cans of protein-rich food. The pain gradually dulls. Looking at my leftovers, I see the Sunset barely touches food. With a questioning look, I wave a can at him.
I'm full.
You are full after eating 1 slice of meat.
I don't want to eat. I don't like it.
He wants to leave us for us. You're the one who said you were hungry. In the dim lighting, Sylus fidgets with the can opener. His gaze lingers on a particular vehicle. His interest is evident.
The last Slavernos in the world. This shop's owner really knows how to hide treasures in Caron.
Sitting with a full stomach only makes me drowsy, so I get up and follow him into the maze of vintage cars. A distorted figure flashes in my peripheral vision. I turn around only to see my reflection in the glossy black car door.
The Phantom Zero, produced 60 years ago.
He wants soul food, going back to his eyes light up.
Spacious
saying
in the
would pay
back.
for him. Aaron. Welcome, first time in the chat. Speaking of which, if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to leave a like. Leaving likes helps us show up more on the front page. It helps us more than you think, so if you want to, please do leave a like. It would greatly be appreciated. Thinking I'm interested, Sylus turns back to stand beside me, while the distorted reflections merge on the car door.
This model was always popular with young dreamers. Are you one of them?
Always. First of all, those young dreamers from 60 years ago should be elders by now. Secondly, this car is cool. I won't deny liking it, even if you make fun of me.
I wasn't.
He does something I can't see, and the pitch black Phantom Zero headlights suddenly turn on. They cast their beam on another car in
I
front.
have daydreams too.
Under the circle of the headlights, the car stands like an actor center on stage. Was waiting for its story to begin. Sylus steps into the light with one hand in his pocket. Hurriedly, he leans towards the sand with his hand on the car door to get a closer look. Is this what you mentioned earlier? The Slaverno?
Slaverno means explorer. It was the last model this company produced before going bankrupt.
It sounds like they were exploring different methods to escape their desperate situation. Curious, I peer inside. A fine layer of dust has settled over the interior. Their exploration might not have ended well, but at least the name shows they never give up hope.
You have a knack for spinning inspirational tales.
Sounds like you eat like a wrestler, don't lie. I mean, he's always very exercising a lot. He looks more relaxed as he's leaning to the side. Against the car door, he looks at me.
In reality, there was no tale about
I wonder what
surviving
car model.
despite
I wonder
the
what like real life car model is. He's like referenced that after, because I'm sure this car is like a real life car. They just like changed the name.
It was just an ambition that withered before its time. In their final moments, they poured their last defiant breath into crafting this car's body.
No wonder
and
Sylus
soul.
has liked this car so much.
What stands before you now is an embodiment of ambition that died 60 years ago.
The car's headlights illuminate one side of him. They're almost blindingly bright. Looking at a reflection in the car window, I can't help but think that if this car had a soul, it would be just like Sylus. I understand what he's trying to tell me. The essence of exploration is desire, and desire turns fuel, in turn fuels ambition. It pushes us to explore beyond our limits. Just like you. You've always been chasing after a certain future.
Really?
That's the feeling I get from you sometimes. There's a future you know the ending to, but you're still determined to reach it. And you're insistent on taking me with you. Sylus raises his eyebrow. His body moves in one fluid motion before where he's leaning against the car door. Then he's right in front of me.
Are you sure you're part of my ending?
I'm just making an educated guess based on my experience. If I'm wrong, you're free to correct me.
Given our positions,
I mean,
you
he's
should be the
always
one who's
doing
eager
that to us.
deny being
He's always taking care of his
associated.
wife. He loves his wife, doesn't he?
And at this point, you already missed the best chance you had to deny it.
Seemingly done with this conversation, he stands up and takes my wrists, leads me to the Phantom Zero. He opens the black door and tilts his head.
Sleep here tonight. Sound good?
The back seat is spacious, and the cushions definitely soft enough. In turn, as expected, Sylus chose the Silverno. He reclines the driver's seat and his legs propped up on the open door.
Turn those lights off.
We're sleeping on the car. That's kind of funny. The car lights are turned off, and in the darkness, once again, blankets our surroundings. As I lie down, I realize how much fatigue I had built up from the constant fighting and running around. Yet at times like these, thoughts seem to surface more persistently as beyond my control. Sylus. Sylus. I look up through the car window and see his foot resting on the door frame. It sways ever so slightly. I can tell you're awake.
Listen to yourself. You sound like you're talking in your sleep.
I struggle to sit up and lean against the window. I speak in a soft voice. I might be half asleep, but I know this plan will work. In 3 hours will be dawn. We will have the guard down after waking up. That's when we'll split up and make our move. You draw the Wanderers away and help me create the conditions for detecting fluctuations. I'll find a way to obtain the control unit the masked people's leader has.
Move at dawn, splitting up. Are you really treating this like it's just another Lincoln mission?
Sitting on the car is a common trope for American TV movies, is it? Well, there you go, Manuel. Lincoln never gives me this much freedom. I blink slowly and force myself to stay awake for just a little longer. I'm not playing around. I help you deal with those with ever. So you have to help me get the gold coin, then I can enter the arena. Yeah, we already have. How much do you want to bet? He already has the gold coin. That's why he's in first place.
Refuse?
Well, you can think about why you're really here. I'm gonna fall asleep, right? His foot stopped moving. As I fight to stay awake, I see him stand up and approach me from my hazy vision. A large hand steadies on my hand and gently guides it down before giving it a pat.
Get some sleep. Number 2.
He's gonna give us the coin. We're gonna switch to number 1. He's 100% got it. I knew it from the start. That's why the number 1 hasn't changed. Because it's him. You know what I mean? Oh. Connoisseur's desserts. Oh, I'm hooked in. I can't look away. I know I'm not like talking as much as I usually do, aside from like reading the story, but genuinely I'm just like locked in on the drama. Fog sweeps into an abandoned factory as I nimbly leap onto a shipping container. I'm getting close to the energy fluctuation I've detected. Soon enough, I spot an approximately 10 motionless figures standing in a narrow gap between the containers. 6, 7, 8, 9. The rest of them are here. According to the plan, Sylus is dealing with the other contestants and wanderers to obtain the arena entry token, a gold coin. Meanwhile, I'm tracking down those masked figures. That's why I'm here. I'll take down the leader first. Once I find out who's in charge, the rest will be a piece of cake. I close my eyes and attempt to channel the spaceship's core's energy. Resonate. From my heart, a warm energy surges and envelops my entire body. My racing heartbeat is warning me that I might experience an energy overload if I continue. There! I sense the distinct energy signature and pinpoint the signal's source in the chaos. I leapt down from the shipping container, grab a masked figure's shoulders to pin him down. I press my gun against his forehead. With inhuman reflexes, he flips over and knocks me away. His chest doesn't rise and fall as he breathes. Instead, intermittently electrical currents crackle from within. The leader's an android. Before the other masked figures can raise their guns, I pulled the trigger. The bullet pierces the cold metallic chest above me. As if connected by the same energy source, the surrounding masked figures clutched their chests. Their movements were delayed for a second. I place my palm on the leader's lowered head and detect something unusual. With your fingers, arrange it in the eye socket and extract an artificial eye. Yeah, they have like a... Oh my god, they have a fake version of what the protocol that Sylus has. Dude! But instead of controlling the Wanderers, he controls androids. Look at that. Sparks fly from several wires as the machinery still functioning freezes. The mass figures have lost their power source. They fall onto the ground one after another and let out pained groans. I hold out the artificial's eyes under the moonlight. As suspected, protocol particles within its shell emit a faint glow in the darkness. I'll be taking this. Oh. Elysium's neon lights shine as they always do as I arrive at this entrance.
Well, won't you look at that? Someone's still alive.
Hey, I'm ranked second on the leaderboard. Can't let those people lose their money because of me.
You're too kind.
I need to lay low here for now. But how am I going to contact Sylus?
I see something's troubling you. When you have a lot on your mind, you should treat yourself to a good meal. The body knows what it needs.
I'll sit down at the bar and remember what Iceland said about offering service beyond filling empty stomachs. Might as well see what this place is really capable of. Can you connect me with someone? Got a top 3 deal. Interested? The connoisseur's menu, please. The menu is promptly presented to me. My gaze sweeps across the peculiar dish. Time lands on the last item. Sweet evil trap. Description, I'm waiting for you.
The connoisseur's menu tells a story from the N109 zone. But the story behind this one hasn't started yet. It's waiting for someone to order it. In fact,
yeah, the menu.
It's been waiting for
Wait,
a long time now.
I can't zoom in. Proper weighted something gelatin yada 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 yada. Today's special and description is I'm waiting for you. 10.5 grams of soul. Oh.
Even at just 21 grams, the soul is one of the most precious gifts the universe has given to humanity.
So we have half, and Sylus is the other half. Sylus Brackley has I prepared something for you written all over his face. I close the menu. Order this one then. Yeah. The red wine marshmallows are sweet. The pomegranate juice dances across my tongue.
How is it?
The notes of roasted rosemary and walnut intertwine. Layer by layer, they unfold on my palate in an intricate dance of flavors. Hey, Axolotl. How you doing as well? Yeah. How you guys doing? Just chilling, Danny. It's been we're hooked on the drama. Everybody's like locked in. That's why the chat is so quiet. Because everybody's just locked in on the new chapter of Love and Deepspace. It's just kind of very funny.
Our greatest source of motivation.
It is very funny how locked in everybody is. You know what I mean? Everybody's just like, dude. And also, I know, because everybody wants to talk about it, but I did prohibit spoilers. So everybody's like waiting for me to finish so they can be like, dude. You know what I mean? That's kind of where I'm thinking. Is that so, chat? You can tell me if I'm wrong. But I think that's what everybody is. Your satisfaction is our greatest source of motivation. I looked into it and see a 5-digit number. This is the price for one dessert.
I guess it can be if you're willing to pay that much. Try inputting these numbers into a map.
Doesn't the arena block signals?
There's always an exception.
I follow Iceland's instructions. A red dot appears on a previously inactive area of the map. Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what I'm saying. This is the intel. So the price she gives is basically the price for intel, and the bar is like a facade. Yeah, that's a very stereotypical thing. 8 o'clock Western District docks. It's an interesting choice in terms of location. Iceland brings a finger to her lips.
Elysium has more uses than you can ever imagine.
The docks are completely deserted. Abandoned vehicles are scattered haphazardly across the arena. Come on, Sylus. If you don't show up soon, my cover's going to be blown. There he is. There's our boy. Oh. 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 Hey. All right, bro. You don't need to aura farm that hard.
When I show up on time for a
Dude,
deal,
Sylus is the
usually
king
get
of aura
carried away.
farming.
I'm
He's
fashionably
like,
late for good luck.
this motherfucker.
No need to thank me. Get in.
All right. Thanks, I guess. Are you up for a joyride right now? Look at that car. It's a very 80s kind of car, isn't it? There's the map. Toss it to him. There you go.
For you.
Oh, what's that? What? Itty. What do you mean? He's gonna
As you can see,
open
it's
to
a
again.
pass to the arena.
Huh? Pull him in. No jokes for now. Where's the gold coin?
It was tampered with, so I fed it to a wanderer. We can't have loose ends, kitten.
Mm-hmm. Pull him down. You destroyed it. Hey, calm
There
down.
are other ways to enter the arena. I can guarantee that.
He's gonna toss it
I'm
to
being
us.
honest. You know that. Don't move.
Oh?
We're being followed. We're going to have to fight if we want to leave.
Oh, here comes the
Why
action.
don't we call a temporary truce?
All right. I don't know how many are still hiding. What are the odds?
With you, guaranteed victory.
Oh,
hold on.
Fuck. I love them. Dude, fuck me, dude. You can't. Sylus is no comparison. Look at that. Look at that. Look. Dude. The cutscenes on the new memories, even like main story, is so much better than the like previous ones. Info is just hard cooking on this. Alright, bro. That's some Matrix level shit.
Then you should help me fix that.
Evil Sylus, huh?
Change of perspective.
That's a Matrix shit. Holy fuck. Let's fucking go. Come on. What's it gonna be? We're gonna shoot from the top? Oh. God, I wish this game wasn't a mobile game, so we could have like gameplay scenes that are more like focused. This would be so fucking awesome if this was like gameplay. Someone is eager to die. Bro, fucking Sylus is stop aura farming, dude.
It's too late for regrets.
It's too late for regrets.
Nice control. You're good at driving.
Alright, he's got the coffee. Anyone told you your driver stability needs work?
Any suggestions I don't consider?
Aura farm harder. I mean, he deserves it. Fucking hell, man. Dude, that's crazy. God. That's actually insanity, dude. These cutscenes are going crazy. The car emerges from the tunnel and races through the streets of the killing zone. Please don't tell me you went for a joyrider. nice little reference. Please don't tell me you went for a joyride earlier.
I
Are you up for a
I
joyride?
just grabbed a bite to eat.
You had a meal?
I couldn't get what I actually wanted, so I had to settle for the next best thing.
Come to think of it, I rarely encountered any wanderers while searching for the masked people. I guess somebody was helping me from the shadows after all. But Sylus doesn't look like he enjoyed his food. How were the wanderers? Delicious.
They were so unpalatable that it's not even funny.
Oh, poor little Sylus couldn't get a tasty treat.
Not only am I picky, but I have an enormous appetite.
Oh, I believe you. You are picky. And very greedy as well. And playfully shake my milk tea. Even though you were starving, you still brought me this.
Isn't it common courtesy not to show up empty-handed?
Sylus walking on the roof, we were having a moment. He just aura farms. Sylus is like on solo leveling levels of like aura farming. He's just like, the time for regrets was It's far too late to have regrets. And just fucking like shoots the guy from the roof. I pull up the live feed. The participant count is at the top corner shows number 2. That means Sylus and I are the only ones left. The gold coin markers flash on the map. We ignore them. We're heading straight for the arena in the center of the area. They really have another way to get in?
Yeah.
In the distance, we see a barrier formed by interwoven blue and orange lights. Instead of slowing down, Sylus steps on the gas. The car is going to charge into it.
Hold on tight.
Oh. I'll pick the other option. As soon as we hit the area, violent energy tears our vehicles apart. It's going to be turned into a heavy chunks of scrap metal. Sylus uses this as an opening. With its Evo, he tears open the barrier. Yeah, like I said, the guy, here's what I think is gonna happen. He's gonna like try to like control the region and like get it from Dimitri, because Dimitri can't handle it basically anymore. He's either going to be a villain, and Sylus is gonna be better, or he's gonna pass it to Sylus and be like my next of kin, and he's gonna be like the two of us. Yep. Your other way was to get in, was crashing into it.
Come on. It worked, didn't it?
Sylus pulls me to my feet in one fluid motion. I take a moment to steady myself before looking. It also makes sense because the Elysium girl has always been kind of like getting us into her good graces, so, you know. The arena's bathed in dazzling blue and orange lights, the same ones that were part of the barrier. The spectator stands are filled with floating holographic screens. A luminous path extends beneath our feet. It leads to a center area where several metallic platforms stand beneath floating crystal structures. There must be some kind of mechanism here that will let us go underground. When we approach this part of the arena, we don't find any mechanism. However, a particular spot on the central platform catches my eye.
Under normal circumstances, the gold coin would be the key to go underground and meet our Lord of Charon.
And this can be considered normal circumstances.
There's always more than one way to beat a game. Besides, it doesn't matter if you had the gold coin. The Zoian hunt stopped being fair a long time ago, kitten.
He taps the ground with his foot.
Listen.
Can't hear anything, but I sense a faint metaflux fluctuations.
Maybe we can do this.
A black red edges seep into the ground. A few seconds pass before the metaflux reading suddenly spiked to dangerous levels. The ground rumbles. A horizontal crack appears in the central area, revealing a massive creature underneath it. It quickly opens its eye and leaps. It's a wanderer. The wanderer is encased in a massive shell. It instantly releases a powerful burst of metaflux. Does the N109 unprepared these kinds of surprises for every Zoian hunt? It's Sylus. It's under his control.
I suspect this grand spectacle is their idea of a welcome party for our guests from afar.
I suppose that might be the thing. Who's trying to mess with us this time? What do they want?
I don't care. I've had enough of this game. And its endless amount of rules.
Yeah, he's gonna take control from the Nishis, the other guy, the old man. He stands at the edge of a raised platform as a batch-picked red mist spiral from his arms and engulfs his entire body.
Let's end this once and for all.
Oh, I like serious Sylus. Let's end this once and for all. Usually he's doing a much more light voice. Ooh. Oh. I love all the memories are all level 15. My memories with Sylus are all level like 80. God damn, Sylus. Okay. I mean, I don't have my controller set up, so I'm just going to let it autoplay. I don't have my controller set up here. So. God damn. Okay.
This battle will be over.
That car cutscene was kind of crazy. Petrogolem.
Let's attack.
I picked the other option, so I was walking on the roof. That voice was kind of really hard, wasn't it? What do you guys think? Let me lower the volume a little bit. We don't need to hear the gunshots all the rest. So only full size memory. He's so hard to pull. I mean, I pulled for his event as well. There was a lot of Sylus's events that I pulled. Yeah. Hey, Yoni Martin. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, Raiders. Glad to have you here. Thank you for the raid again, my friend. It's that second time you raid, hasn't it? Welcome, Raiders. We're right at the very end of the mainline story for Sylus. And right now we already just had his car scene, I believe. Are you guys playing the main story as well for Love and Deepspace? What are you guys up to? I'm auto playing because I don't have my controller set up. Yeah. Hey, Lichenta, I'm a funny thing. Nori, how you guys doing? Ninka, hello, Hekati. Welcome. Make yourself comfortable. Can we get a shout out for Martin as well? Thank you so much for the raid, my friend. It is always appreciated. My name is Kindred Spirit. I do spicy content on YouTube and Patreon. I stream variety here on Twitch and YouTube as well, and I post a variety of videos as well from YouTube. So if you want to check it out, it's Kindred Spirit VA. And yeah, you can type !! socials if you want to check it out yourself. And welcome. How are you guys up to, Raiders? Welcome. No spoilers though. Yeah, no spoilers until we played. I'm currently at the very end of, I believe, Sylus' part of the main story. But don't give me any spoilers if you already passed me, please. I would be very much appreciated. You know? The other lads players we rated the other day. Ah, I see. That makes sense. MC face jump scared me every time. Have been there, so I'm good. Dude, that was a crazy scene though. That was a crazy scene. Yeah, I'll do these battles properly later. I'm just gonna auto pursue them because whatever, don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? It's like level, oh my god, do you have level 17 and my levels are like 70? No, wait, 24? What the fuck? No, I have much higher memories. What the fuck? Ah, it's because I don't have this type of memory. Okay, yeah. Because like all like 80, 70, 80. It's kind of crazy, isn't it? I have a few Sylus memories, as you can tell. You know what I mean? But yeah, welcome though. Thank you so much for the raid, Martin. There's one thing I'm bad in games, the domain main story is doing the main story. I always do the main story that people have already seen offline because I still have to catch up a lot. But this one is brand new, so we're kind of watching it together because, you know, it's kind of catching up. I do catch up with like reading a lot of the things, but you know, just kind of how that be. I'm level 71, but I'm going up. I think my level of the profile is like 80 or something like that. So, you know, the only thing that like bothers me is that I don't have a lot of like the special Sylus memories. The only one that I have the special boy is Caleb, because it's the only myth that I have complete. Yeah, he always says, "Are you up for a joyride later?" Yes. Yeah, that's Sylus' thing, isn't it? He always says that. Kindred's MC could be worse. Let's not forget the nightmare found. I mean, to be fair, that is true, Tess. That is true. I just learned from Tess that my main character she's not even that bad. Like, I've seen people with worse characters. I'm not even joking. She's not even, like, I thought my character was kind of funny. She's not even the worst one, you know what I mean? So I don't know why it's like pinging this. I just like doing it to close. But yeah, that was my main character. Let's go back to the main story. Do another challenge of these. It's whatever. It's all like super small challenges. Just wait for these to be done. But yeah. What is that face? Oh, she's beautiful. That's a guild boss. Her name is Slayiness Guild Boss. She's gorgeous, isn't she? Wait, I'm level 80 something as well. I'll give you the code if you want to add as well. I'm always adding people and friends because it gives the energies, you know? Oh yeah. Yeah, my memory is super over leveled. That's why this is not even a challenge. You see how the guys get instantly destroyed? Yeah. That's why I don't just when it's like low level like this, I usually just autoplay it because it's like it instantly gets like clapped. It's not even a challenge. You know what I mean? Isn't it this called the old MC? Let me see the design of the worst one. I had seen it before, but yeah, I remember. Where's the worst one? Do you have it? Do you have it, Tess? Which one is it? Where is the worst design? Is it on Love and Deep Fried? Where is it? Is it in gaming maybe? Which one is it? Hey, Lichenta, thank you so much for the follow as well, my friend. Is it in Love and Deep Fried? Which one is it? Can't see where it is. I don't know where it is. You guys know? Let me check. All right, you check that and tell me when you have it on the Love and Deep Fried channel. Okay? Oh yeah. It's really this main story is really insane so far. Really insane. Is it done? Is there all the no, there's still more. Okay. There's still more of these battles. Okay. All right, we'll just do these. We'll auto pursue these. It's whatever. But yeah. Have a nice stream. I'm off to make some vampire content. All right, let's hear it. I'll see you. What vampire content are you making? But yeah, mine. I am also making more ASMR as well. The next one that I'm doing is a bisexual script. It's like me and a female voice actor are gonna be doing, because I never see bisexual ASMR roleplays, so this is gonna be one. It might flop because like doing something different like this is always like kind of scary, but maybe it'll be kind of fun, you know? Oh yeah. But safe for work and not safe for work? Well, that's kind of. I mean, that's what a lot of ASMR artists do as well, like spicy content. You like make a censored version for social medias and then a spicy version for your followers. That's what I always do anyway. All of my artworks have like censored and uncensored versions, basically. Anyway, we have here. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, Danny, thank you so much for gifting Nudie Martin a sub. Thank you so much, my friend, for the generosity. There you go. This is the chapter 2 of the Death and Rebirth. Are we gonna do this all at once, or do you guys want to do this more days? Do you guys want to do this in more days, or do you guys want to do this eat this all at once? What do you say? You found it? Oh, let me see. This one. Yeah, this one right here. Yeah, see what I mean? This is horrible. This is nightmare fuel. This is nightmare fuel. I didn't even know you could do this. That is... You see what I mean? My one is not even that bad. You see what I mean? My one is not even that bad. She's just a bit of a Chad girl, isn't she? She's a bit of a Giga Chad. Where let me put the photo mode. You know, maybe you're heavily reconsidering mine now, aren't you? You're like, you know what? Maybe Kindred, yours is not even that bad. You know what I mean? That's crazy. That's actually insanity, isn't it? Hey, Olivia, let's save more of the main story. We can save more of the main story for the rest of the month, okay? Because I don't wanna. We'll play more of the main stories as we go. Is that okay? Or do you guys want to just whatever, just play it in the off time like I usually do with the things? What did you guys say? You guys want to? MC's chin and eyebrows that kill me. She's a guild boss. She's a guild boss. She's a queen. What are you talking about? Anyway, by the way, thank you so much for everybody that's staying all the way until the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, I don't just do Love and Deepspace. I have other kinds of content as well. I did True for a Drink last week as well. I'm always doing other kinds of variety content, and I post videos as well, like random opinion videos as well. I talk about manhwas, anime, my own projects as well. Go check it out. Don't just watch my Love and Deepspace content. You definitely enjoy the other ones as well. But yeah. Thank you so much for staying all the way until the end here. Thank you so much again, Yuri Martin, for the raid as well. And yeah. Mwah. Thank you so much for staying all the way until the end. It is my pleasure having you here. And I'll be seeing you next time. Tomorrow we're going to be having a subs only stream, because usually the Mondays are the ones that I do a members only stream. But every other day is going to be for everyone. So thank you so much for coming over, and I'll be seeing you guys. Take care.